Now it's time for the favorite part of this workshop, and this is tips to avoid or get out of burnout. So there's 10 tips that I want to go over with you. And this is number one, I feel like this should be the first and foremost, is make time for self-care. Have a spa day at home or even go to the spa. It's so important to take that time to take care of you physically, whether it's going to get a massage or just soaking in the bathtub with your favorite beverage. Another one, number two, is be proactive, prepare ahead of time. So we know we have some things getting ahead. Someone once told me that we have 24 hours a day, which we all know, but we can divide those hours. 8 hours to work, 8 hours to play, 8 hours to sleep. Sometimes we bore a little bit from the different hours, but we can take some time to make sure that we balance it all and kind of be proactive and try to plan out how we want a day to go. Sometimes it doesn't go according to plan, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, right? So number three, exercise and eat healthy. I struggle with this the most. The gym is not my friend, and I have a craving for salt and sweets. However, I try to make it a habit to go on walks and get some fresh air and try to eat as healthy as I can. So maybe I'll limit myself to like junk to just the weekend. I mean, it might not work for you, but that's what's been working for me. But it is very important to have some sort of exercise and try your best to eat as healthy as possible. Number four, meditation. So this can be hard as well, especially when you have so many things going on in your mind. So for me to sit there and focus for 10 minutes on just my brain and not my thoughts, that can be very hard. However, I do find it calming. So start from a little bit of time. So instead of me trying to do like an hour of meditation, I'll start with 10 minutes. And I'll be like, oh, that was a great 10 minutes. My son's teacher, he's in JK, they do meditation in the class. So, and my son's doing online learning. So I'll sit there and listen and I'll take that time out while they're doing meditation and do it too. The kids are feeling relaxed and I'm feeling better too. Number five, take time off. So some of us are like, and go where if we're in a pandemic? Or you may not have the funds to go to Paris or somewhere in luxury, but staycations can be just as fun. I find it very important to make sure I schedule vacation time. And vacation times means I am not checking the emails. I am not answering the work phone. I'm spending time and focusing on what I love to do at that moment with my family or friends or whatever it may be. But it is very important to take the time off. Number six, unplug from technology at the end of the day. So I have a struggle with that one, especially with Instagram. But I realized that if I'm doing something, like if I'm working on planning a lesson or preparing a speech, then I need to be dedicated to that time. So I'll turn off my phone or turn it over so that I can be in the moment. Because what I find to do is pick up my phone and I'll go and see what's on new on Instagram. And it's 2 hours later and I did not finish, setting up my lesson plan or whatever it may be. And also, what I find is at the end of the day, because I didn't dedicate to being focused and in that moment, at the end of the day, I still got my phone going on. I still have things going on and I'm getting stressed out. So now I try to make it a point that at the end of the day, work is work. When it's time to play, it's time to play. When it's time to rest, it's time to rest. So turn off your technology and be in the moment. Number seven, explore a new hobby. Painting or photography or whatever it may be. So I found a few things that I really enjoy doing that helps me take off the stress. I like to call them de-stressors. One of them, I took up painting, and I love painting with acrylic paints, as well as doing like art pieces with my Cricut, if you know what that is. The signs behind me, I actually created those, and it gives me like a sense of peace. So when I start feeling a little bit stressed out, I take the time out to be like, okay, I need to do some of my art and just need to unwind. I also found really enjoying like decorating cakes. So I always do my kids' birthday cakes. I love it. So I find myself really enjoying that. So I would try to see if there's something that you wanted to explore and you haven't done before. Just do it. For me, it was the painting. My husband went and got me some canvases. I've never painted probably since like grade 8. My paintings, maybe at grade 4 level, I don't know. But they give me that sense of peace, that relaxation. I feel like rejuvenated afterwards. So maybe something like that can work for you, or photography, or whatever it is. Number 8, reach out to colleagues for help. Create like a support group. So sometimes when you feel like you're having a strong time focusing, or you're feeling that self-doubt, reach out to a friend that you know that you can trust to kind of help motivate you. For me, I have friends that help me keep me accountable as well. So we'll talk about like what it is that we want to accomplish, or what are the goals we want to set for themselves, and be each other's support group. Trust me, even though I know all these steps, I still have my moments where I'm like, I can't bring myself to do it. So I call up my friend or my support groups, and they're like, you know what? Let's motivate each other. But you also have to reach out to others to help them as well. So be aware that we're all at different stages in our lives, all at different stages of burnout. So sometimes helping others helps you feel better as well. Number 9, learn to say no when your plate is full. This one was a hard one for me. Like I mentioned, I have a lot on my plate, and that's because I kept saying yes to everything. Now I take a step back and kind of really evaluate if what I'm being asked to do, if it's something that I could really incorporate into my already busy schedule. If I'm being asked to do something extra, is it going to take time from my dedicated rest time, or whatever it may be, right? So learn to say no. Not everything you have to actually say yes to. And number 10, set your work and home boundaries. So sometimes they get blurred and they get in the middle. But if you set your time, and then you can also help you set your work and home boundaries. So even if you work from home, the time you're dedicating to do the work, be at the moment to do the work. The time that you're at home to rest and relax, be in that moment to rest and relax. These are some of the tips that I've got from some other educators and friends and what they do. I'm only hoping that this can also help you.